Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I certainly am. Uh, Spring came for about 2 days here, and then winter decided to return for a little bit. So we're in another cold spell, but I'm confident eventually it will find us and stick around for a while. Spring is one of my very, very favorite seasons, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. What I want to talk to you a little bit about today is speed. And is it a good idea or is it not? Uh, why do folks feel the need for speed? Sort of like Maverick and Goose in Top Gun, if you remember that movie. Why are we inclined to speed through our lives? Life in the fast lane isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Yes, some of us have an inherent desire to go too fast and be a little less mindful as a result. Uh, there's actually a psychology of speeding, and I thought it might be fun today, and especially informative, to go a little bit deeper into understanding what might motivate somebody to speed through life. And it's in a way, it feels almost natural to rush through life given the way we live in our society today. It feels okay sometimes because you might be just going with the flow. Everybody seems to be rushing hither and yon at full tilt, and you want to keep up the pace with everybody else. Yes, the practice of speeding actually can become a learned behavior that we've grown to accept as being normal. But is it really? Would a slower pace, a slower approach to the lives we live be more satisfying, more fulfilling, even more productive? Uh, they certainly could be, I think. But we tend to want to get things done quickly quickly and we develop this habit of just rushing through things. So in many ways it does become the norm, and it seems harmless to scurry about all the time. There's an immediacy that we have become accustomed to in our daily lives, but the question remains, does speeding actually save time? How much time do we actually save by speeding up everything and not going at that slower pace? Whether we're late for that morning appointment or impatient to get on with the day, many of us fly through the daily routines. Usually, this only saves a few minutes at most, and sometimes it delays us by hours. One of my favorite quotes as I was growing up was, "Act in haste, repent in leisure." Just a few days ago, I had this clearly brought home when I was tearing around outside, came roaring into the house, and tripped up the step in the mudroom and did a face plant on the concrete floor by the dryer. Trying to save a couple of minutes actually ended up costing me 6 hours of time. Hence the reason for the shades I'm wearing today. Was I hurt? Yeah. I also got a trip to the ER driven by a quite distraught son who actually scolded me. However, I was blessed that I had no concussion, no fractured facial bones, and no upper spinal injuries. I had loss of blood as facial injuries produce, lots of bruising, some pain, and 8 stitches over my left eyebrow. The, these are some of the dangers that can be expected when you insist upon speeding through life. life does get busy, but flying through it certainly doesn't help us. We risk losing control. There's a much higher risk when you're rushing about. We also miss some of the best moments of our journeys through life. And we all know this is a one-time trip. We don't get a do-over. Uh, there is a great chance that by rushing around, we are not developing long-lasting, sustainable new habits to help us live our best lives when we don't take time and think things through. Instead, we end up having to do it over again and maybe even again. I think about all of these miracle quick weight loss things that have come and gone through my life, many of which I have tried. And what I lost basically was time because I did not slow down, assess what was the best plan for me to live my best life. With the dangers of speeding in mind, uh, how does it affect your life long term? Are you better to slow down? Um, I think we're all much better at taking the time to slow down and assess what's working, what isn't working, and let go of some of this desire to get there as quick as possible, because chances are we're not going to be able to stay there once we get there. Um, as far back as Aesop's fables, we've been told slower and steady wins the race. So take things slow and enjoy your journey through life each and every day, celebrating each victory and beautiful experience that you have and treasuring every memory as you go through it. Paraphrasing one of my favorite songs by Simon and Garfunkel, I'm going to close now with the following. Slow down. You move too fast. Gotta make the moment last. Don't be tripping down the cobblestones. Just keep feeling groovy. You go out there and you have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye for now.